Hey everyone, this is Louisa Munson. You might know me as Mrs. M, and you're listening to the highlights of our ebook Should I Move to Portugal, which is celebrating the first 5 years of our family life in this amazing country.
Oh yes, celebration, 5 years here in Portugal, and I'm going to be reading about the place where I have been spending much of my time today. I've been on both sides of that bay today. I've hurt my back, and it's really late, and it's late because I have been out enjoying San Martinho de Porto. Why wouldn't I? So let's read this for you then today. A little bit of a housekeeping, a good morning Portugal housekeeping note to share with you as well at the end. To coin a phrase, then, as we look at this particular picture on the video here of the bay at San Martinho de Porto, we're loving it. What a beautiful stroke of luck or fate or manifestation this is. Our fire fears behind us. We check into our Airbnb, a block back from the Marginal, which is, of course, the seafront, as you would say in Portuguese, and near the quaint little railway station with its single track. There's a little bit of a marshalling lane, I think, and it splits into 2 lines, I think, maybe 3. But that little track becomes a single track as it goes up to Leiria in the north and down towards Caldas de Rainha in the south in the other direction. Our host at the Airbnb is charming, kind, and helpful. Shape of things to come, of course, with our general experience of Portuguese hospitality and the national personality. I would go as far as to say that kind, charming, and helpful. Only yesterday, and now we're back in present time in October 22. Oh, that would have been the end of September 22. Yesterday, 30th of September 2022. Somebody remarked on our Facebook page, the Good Morning Portugal Facebook page, San Martinho is magical. And I can't argue with that now, and I couldn't argue with that then in 2017 when we first arrived here. We got magic on arrival, as well as in the subsequent days, thinking, this is it. And that, of course, is the founding moment or sentiment of the San Martinho de Porto syndrome I sometimes speak of, and more about that in later readings for you. Look at that sky, look at that sea, look at those shrubs there. To us Brits, the weather is summery and perfect. We play on the beach by day and try the local cafes and restaurants as the mood, moment, or hunger takes us. It's here in San Martinho de Porto where we memorably have peach on pizza for the first time. Yes. And only, I think earlier this year we had banana on a pizza as well. Never seen that anywhere else. Another debut is Portuguese barbecue chicken from the local churrasqueira. That, well, some of you will kind of be getting somewhere close to that with Nando's, but it's such an important national thing. I was talking to my eldest daughter who wants to come and see us soon. And we'll be able to have some of that roasted chicken, Dad. Yes, we will. And I remember the first time I tried that at the Bombeiros Cafe here, and we took it back to our hotel room. You'll find out more about the hotel room in further readings too. But yes, our first taste of Portuguese barbecue chicken, which we probably eat about once or twice, once a week or once a fortnight now. And let's not forget as well the fabulous little restaurant, and that is the Baia Cultural, which is I've done a little short on that Baia Cultural Bar where Anna and Ricardo put their hearts on their sleeves with local produce. It's a lovely little place, and they've obviously been here for 5 years because they were there when we first came, and they're still here now, thankfully. And they've got a little vinyl record player on their counter. And I remember one of the first times I went in there, I asked for a takeaway, and she said, well, you'll have to take it in our plates and bowls because we haven't got any of those para levar takeaway boxes. And so I just took it all out in plastic bags, carrier bags, served in the crockery that would have served it in the restaurant. She said, "Oh, just bring it back tomorrow." So we did. That's the magic, folks. One day, our plan is to visit Lourinhã up the road. I don't know, maybe 30, 40 kilometers south. Yes, south to Lourinhã, going towards Peniche. With its notable dinosaur attraction. And you'll have seen me share pictures of that on the breakfast show of the incredible dinosaur park there. And that was the first time we were going to go there. And the camper van, the Bongo, was making its ascent out of the basement garage of the Airbnb. Another one of those terrifying gradients. But guess what? We never made it. The picture you can see. A Jurassic-like vista there. A mid-marginal scene. That's halfway, as you can see there. I've been over there on the left at Celio de Porto this afternoon, along with a little bit of time over on the right in San Martinho de Porto with friends. Bob and Viv, the very famous Bob and Viv, and Owen, our very own alchemist, food alchemist Owen, hanging out with those lovely good people today. And that picture that you can see there, not far from where the car trouble kicked in. do subscribe, do follow the coffee.com/GMP for the installments that are following, where there's a little bit of car trouble. Thank you so much for being here for this reading today. A little bit of housekeeping, I said. The podcast will return on the 10th of October, and that's because the Good Morning Portugal show will be going independent again on the 10th, Monday the 10th of October at 8:30 usual time, but not the usual place. We will not be on the Expats Portugal YouTube channel. Please subscribe. If you're watching this, you are, of course, already, well, maybe you're not. Could you please subscribe to the Good Morning Portugal YouTube channel so that you get the breakfast show every morning, the all new independent Good Morning Portugal show, returning to the branding as you see on the screen there. And if there's any of your screen there. Oh, there you go. Hope it's better than that on the 10th of October. Yes, if anyone says to you, can't see Carl on Expats Portugal, that's because we'll have finished by next Friday, and we will be broadcasting from the 10th of October, Monday the 10th of October. We will be all independent and new and not on the Expats Portugal channel. Please tell everybody, tell everyone you know, so all the Gumpers can be in the right place at the right time to subscribe to Good Morning Portugal, this YouTube channel, if that's what you're watching. Send somebody the link, and please do make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the breakfast show streaming from the 10th of October in its familiar but somewhat new and refreshed form. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. Please do spread the word. Bye for now.
So we hope you're enjoying listening to our adventures. Don't forget that Good Morning Portugal is all about helping you to feel at home in Portugal. And if you'd like to know more about how we can help you on your journey, just go to www.goodmorningportugal.com.